Hello, Carla. This is in regards to your question in Math Excel, specifically question 26 in Math Excel. So I'm gonna view an example here, giving me a similar problem, but pretty much the procedures, well, not pretty much, but definitely the procedures that I'm going to show you in this example will definitely apply over into the actual homework itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So the question itself says the average tuition fees and room and board rates charged per year for a full-time student at a certain college is approximated by the polynomial. We have, and remember this is, I guess we can call this cost, the cost of school. We can think of the cost as well, how much it's going to cost per year on annual. So cost is equal to 6.4 times x squared plus 37.9 times x, and finally plus 2,856.8. And what we're asked to do is we're asked to determine the cost of a year in college. And what we're saying is that the cost per year in college can be modeled by this function, 6.4 x squared plus 37.9 times x plus 2,856.8. And this equation does a pretty good of modeling the cost from the years 1984 to 2006. So we want to use this model to predict what the cost will be for a student at this college in the year 2025. And what they're saying is that when during the year 2025, that x is equal to 41. So what we want to do is we want to evaluate the cost function c when x is equal to 41. So if we go ahead and do that, we have c is equal to 6.4 times 41 squared. So all we're doing is replacing wherever we see an x in the equation with 41 plus 37.9 times 41. Let me just make that a 41 here. There we go. Plus 2,856.8. Okay, so now all we really need to do is evaluate the function or the equation when x is equal to 41. So at this point, I strongly suggest taking out your calculator, and we'll do this step by step. We'll calculate these values step by step. So for the first one, I want to calculate, well, let's first calculate what 41 squared is. So that's the same thing as 41 times 41, which is equal to 1,681. So this is the same thing as 6.4 times 1,681. And we'll rewrite the rest because we know that 37.9 times 41 is just 37.9 times 41. So we can go ahead and actually do that multiplication here. So we have 37.9 times 41, which is equal to 1,553.9. And then we want to rewrite our plus 2,856.8. So simplifying this even further, we want to multiply 6.4 times 1,681, which will give us 10,758.4. And then we want to rewrite the rest of our equation, plus 1,553.9 plus 2,856.8. So now at this point, everything is simplified pretty much as I can. The only other step that I can do here is just add all these together. In other words, take 10,758.4 and add to that 1,553.9, and then add to that $2,856.8 for a final total of $15,169.1. Now, they want us to round our answer to the nearest dollar. So here is my nearest dollar here. So I want to round to that nearest dollar. So I could do that. Well, if I look just to the right of that, I can see that's a 1. Definitely, that's greater than 0, but smaller than 5. So it's going to be approximately equal to 15,169. So what this implies is that for this particular college, in the year 2025, it will cost. So for the year. Give me just a second here. I apologize for that. For the year 2025, we will have a total cost of $15,169 annually for college. Okay, so I hope that this helps. Please let me know if you have any additional questions. And yeah, let me know if you have any additional questions. Thank you. Take care.